The Owen Hart incident, okay? And John, I know you know this story because you know me. Bro, the show was written. The show was done. Owen Hart was not repelling. It was never written in the show. So as I'm sitting there one night, 6, 7 o'clock at night, putting the finishing touches on that pay-per-view, Steve Taylor, who was the director of operations, called me while I was sitting at my desk with the show in front of me. Vince, we're going to be in Kansas City. The riggers who repel Sting, they want to come to the show. They want to show us what they're capable of doing for us, what they maybe can do for us. Is there anything on the show where they may be able to perform something? So, bro, Steve told me that. I literally looked at the show. Let's see, Steve, blah, 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 blah. And I see Blue Blazer. And I said, well, Steve, I said, Owen's on the show as the Blue Blazer. I said, if they want to repel him, that seems like a logical spot in the show. And that's how it happened. And bro, like I say this all the time. My last conversation, my last vision of Owen was he was in a jumpsuit because he had just rehearsed it. They just went over it. And I remember he was getting coffee. I went over there to get coffee. Owen, how'd everything go? Vince, no problem. Everything's good. He said, the only thing is, can you change the entrances? Because if Godfather comes out first and then they repel me, I'll be hanging there and the Godfather would be able to get heat on me. And I said, oh, no problem. It's done. That absolutely makes sense. We'll just reverse the entrances.
Right.
So, bro, my point is, if there was any hesitation whatsoever that Owen would have, told me about or had concerns about, or something wasn't right in the rehearsal, or I really feel uncomfortable, bro, it would have never happened. It wasn't important to the show. The only reason that was there was because Sting's riggers were there. That was the only reason. So like when somebody says, oh, Vince, you don't regret that? Bro, of course I regret the death of Owen Hart. But the way that happened was not something, we wrote. We knew it was dangerous. We had to have this in the show. It was the complete opposite of that, bro. But, people still want to have their story about that, and it's whatever, bro. Like that's what happened. It's the worst night in my life, which I will never forget. But, bro, that's the way the series of events took place.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.